Hi beautiful twin flames, welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I'm a twin flame who has been on the journey over 25 years. I'm also in union and I guide the collective to move in and through your ascension and towards union. So if you are new, a very warm welcome and welcome back to those of you who have followed me. All my social links are directly below. We are live on Fridays and we do have a private hub for the Twin Flame Collective. So if you do want to jump in the members hub, the link is directly below and on the main page. And without further ado, let's get into your Twin Flame update, which is the reason you're here, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, Earth Signs. We have pulled your cards for your read and it is looking very interesting to say the least. You do have, it's almost like you're looking at it like, okay, where am I going in life? Am I on mission? Is this moving? What's my purpose? Why is this happening? Why is this happening right now? Because I do feel you're almost really unsure about whether you're going to be going left or right. And I do feel there could be something of the past, either relating to a contract, a connection, could be a karmic or a marriage, but there's some injustice in the past, and I feel due to such, it's almost like unless this can come into balance, I feel both parties have this element of uncertainty really relating to this connection at the moment, and it is this nervousness. There's this need for healing, but it feels almost that both parties are really protective of themselves at the moment. I do feel you're casting a critical eye on such. And I feel both parties do have, hopes and dreams. And neither one is really wanting to budge at the minute. But I don't think it's to do with budging. I feel it's almost, gosh, has damage been done here? Is there anything we can do to repair this? So there is a little bit of, how will we achieve this? Is it achievable? I do feel ultimately both parties know that it can be transformed, but I do feel a lot of guarded energy. I feel that there can be, again, very strong words, very strong feelings to do with what that will look like. Yeah, very, very strong feelings. And it's like, no ifs and buts about it. This is what it would need to look like. So it's feeling tense. I get this vibe like nobody's wanting to budge. The other person doesn't want to do the wrong thing. They want a successful outcome. But I feel the person involved that is feeling this wound resurrected or this frustration to no progress is getting very strict with things. And it could be you, Earth Signs, but one side of the fence here is really strict. One side of the fence is saying, hey, I'm pulling back. I'm not going to... I don't want to intercept with fights or disputes or misunderstandings. I don't know what to say. I've said all I need to say. This is really what this is my benchmark. This is what I'm needing out of a connection. And it needs to be fresh and new. And I do feel it's almost like there's one person in this situation saying, look, no more ifs and buts about it. This is the way it's going to go. Otherwise, it's this non-committal frequency. And I do feel that the other person that was really feeling really caught in the head, they're no longer there. They're like, I can't get stuck in my head. I can't get worried about it. I need to be focusing on something that's conducive and moving and shifting and feeling that, because they are focused on themselves. So there's a person in the mix here that's very... being strict with self, but also not believing in the fallacy any longer. It's like, look, if this is moving, show me that. Put your money where your mouth is. Otherwise, I do feel there could be almost this notion that there's a cord being cut and they're moving forward until that other individual catches up to where this needs to be. But it's all, I do get this sense, and I'll pull a chakra card, it feels like a conversation piece is going to occur. And it may be very much that you guys both are discussing things over the past of how it used to be and what would need to happen for it to repair. And maybe even this energy coming through is really relating to how it made you feel. Yeah. So there is a responsibility here, okay? There's both parties reciprocally taking action. But also that this can be a very brand new beginning. There is a conversation relating to home, but it's needing to start from, it's like after a tower moment, needing to start from the base and work to the top to rebuild it effectively. But you want to feel able to be safe. There can be for some of you a conversation of children, regardless of the age. And again, it can be, you know, this can be family members actually stepping in, or maybe family was an issue in the past, and it could be on both sides of the fence, but it sort of feels on one side of the fence there was an issue relating to family. And so it's almost like I'm seeing, you know, you saying this is the way it would have to go. We'd have to walk down this tunnel here, creating healthy boundaries, very focused on you and me, in order to, you know, actually grow this connection. Because I feel the person here is saying that this has been a burden. It's been too much to carry, and yeah, waiting and hoping for this to come back, to come full circle. The interferences of external energies are still directly impacting this connection. So the person involved is pretty much saying, look, you know, I don't find this attractive. I find this risky. I'm assessing this and I feel this risky. This really needs to shift. So it's like you're calling the elephant out in the room and saying, look, in order to have a fresh start, X, Y, and Z would need to happen. And that's really pertaining to what you... And it's just these things really resurrecting themselves out of nowhere. And it's like, you just need a crumb. That's all you're needing. And it's funny, I don't mean in layman's terms of crumbs. I mean, even the smallest of steps will be enough right now, but something's got to give. Because the stagnation is really causing this to have more damage than the whole occurrence. You know what I mean? I do feel the outcome is positive. There are going to be some healthy choices and steps. I do feel that there's a conversation piece coming up, but it's almost like this statement has already been made. So both parties do know what would need to happen. Yes, there can be a lot of fatigue at the moment, so I do think both parties here are really tired. Really tired. I'm kind of sensing that we may be initially through, how can I put it? Although this is coming through as intelligence, at the moment with the transits, we do have that notion moving into the new moon. It's like we're going to be more intellectually grounded when we're making decisions. But I do feel all this air energy and the frequency at the moment is making earth signs really tired. So you're having to be quite strict, not necessarily in the ego monkey mind, but look, okay, let's look at this. Let's calm the wound. Okay, how can we address this? How can we grow it? What steps can we take? And notice the two leaves. It takes two to tango. And it's like, what can both parties do to move this ship forward? I feel they're listening. I feel they understand, but I do feel they're nervous. I'll say that. I feel it's almost like, you know, when... I don't really want to describe it that way, but that's the way it's being shown to me. When a child has been scorned and it's like, hey, and they value it and they're like, wow, I was going to get an ice cream and now I'm not going to. So there's a consequence for an action, so to speak. This person knows there's going to be a consequence for an action. Whereas before, potentially, there was stagnancy. Now there directly is, because another party in this mix is making statements, moving, shifting. I kind of get the gist that this other individual is almost like they feel told, but they're not mad at that. They grasp that and they totally respect it. There is shame. For some of you, you could be, and I don't usually do this, It's something to do with the element of mother. It might be a Cancerian that you're dealing with for some of you, but the only reason I'm saying that on this one occasion, and this energy is fluid, it's just one individual that may need to hear this. It kind of, the reason it's coming through as a Cancerian, I feel, at a collective level, is more so because this person at times can shut down. Okay? Almost like shock, and it's like a bit taken back, holds you at bay. But I don't feel this is really that they want to do such. I think it was from the conditioning, but I do feel this is evolving. So the firm standpoint you're taking is coming from a loving place. But it is shifting this environment. It's shifting the energy of this person, but the person is aware of what they would need to do. Okay, yes, they're well and truly aware. I do feel for some of you, this person is suddenly, maybe they didn't want to do anything, but now that they know that the fruit is there and it's like, wow, I could miss out on that ice cream. What the hell am I doing? They knew this was going to come to a head at some point. And they know if they continue down the path, you know, and not do such, this is going to have an implication on the connection and the new beginning. And for some, it can be moving towards moving in together, married and all the rest of it. But it's, unless there's movement, I feel the love interest is really saying, well, look, if you're not budging, I'm not either, and I'm moving forward. Come through and see the extension. Let's see how this is going to play out. If you do want a private booking, you can go to the link below, and I'll see you live on Fridays and in the Members Hub on Wednesdays. Well, I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you do want the link, it is directly below. All my social contacts are also below, as well as towards the end of this video, there is an image above the screen which shows you how to book bookings. Separately, we're live on Fridays on the main page and 3 times a month at $11 in the Membership Hub, which is a private session. Now, throughout the week, we do have more content coming, so remember to click the bell for the notifications. And as I mentioned above, for personal bookings, we have webinars. We have the Age of Aquarius magazine coming, as well as your private sessions. Love and light. See you during the week.